In this video, we will talk about the LCM, or the least common multiple. In the previous video, you have learned about how to find the GCF, which is the greatest common factor. So today our focus is to find the LCM, the least common multiple of two numbers. Again, you can find the least common multiple of n. It could be 3, right? It could be more than two numbers. But today we're just going to be focusing on finding the LCM of any two numbers. So the least common multiple, or the LCM, is the smallest whole number. So you know what a whole number is. It's any positive number including 0. No negatives. That is a multiple of both of your numbers, right? I just said both because today we are doing two. So you might not know what a multiple is. So right on the top of the page in a box, there's the definition. So a multiple is number found by multiplying one number by another. So if they ask you to find the multiple of the number, let's say 7, you can just take your number that they're asking for and multiply with any number, right? Let's multiply by 5. And whatever answer we get, the product, is the multiple. So 35 is a multiple of 7. A question I ask you, is 2 a multiple, or no, let's do, is 24 a multiple of 5? 20, that would be wrong, right? Because 20, if you, no matter whatever number you multiply, right? So if you multiply any number by 5, right, a whole number with 5, you're never going to get 24. So let's do some examples of finding the LCM. So what if they ask you to find the LCM of, let's say, 8 and 12. Do this, you could just list all of them out, right? You could list all the factors you probably know. So for 8, I know some are, because remember, find the multiples. We're going to just do 5. You could list the first 5, because usually you get my answer. But so remember, we just talked. 8 is a number. Let's multiply by 2, and we get 16. 16, right? Because, right, times 2. Over here, let's do times 3. What do you get by times 3? You have to go in order. So 24 now. Next, what would be times 4, which is 32. Now you'd go in and you do times 5, 40, and then last we can do times 6, which is 48. Now, if they're asking for 12, you just go on the bottom and you write 12, right? And they're asking to find. So I could just list a couple. I'll just list 4. So you also want to use some knowledge, right? Prior knowledge, right? You are able to see. No, okay. So 8 and 12, they're both even numbers. Both of them, 2, right? So you can just use some info. I'll talk about it in a minute. So again, I would do times 2 first, just 24, times 3, which is 36, times 4, which is 48. And you can go in and say times 5, which is 60. You don't have to go all right. You can just do that. And you could right away, I know, 2 numbers are the same, right? Maybe once you keep on going on, you would obviously get another number that might be same. But the first number that you appear, right? If you keep on following this chart, that's it. So right now, the LCM is 24. You could do, if it's easier setup, you could also just draw a big M on your page. Have 8 and put 12, and it's easier maybe for you to list them downwards just so you can see it easily, right? Whatever way works is fine. Okay, so let's go back right here. So again, you're just finding the number low. Sometimes you can just use your knowledge. Right away, this one was a very easy problem. You could have probably thought in your head, okay, 8 times 2, 16, 8 times 3, 24. And then right away, when I was solving this and already found 24, automatically, I knew that 24 is the least common multiple, because 12, like, if you know your facts, multiplication, right, it gets even easier. Let's do one more problem. LCM of, let's see, 4 and 14. How about you pause this video on a piece of paper or whatever, try to solve this problem by yourself. I'm assuming now you've paused the video, and let's go over your answer. So let's do 4 first, right? List them out. Again, sometimes when you get really good at your facts and your multiples, it gets even easier, okay? 4, okay, you can do keep. I'm not going to write all these out, but, okay, so you can do 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and let's do one more, and it could be 28. Right off the bat, I know, the reason why I did one more is because I know 14 is a very high number, and when the first thing you do is, when you do 14, it's gonna be times 2, and automatically I know the first number that's gonna be there, right, in my head, I know that's 28, so I have to go, right, that just pops up, okay? You'll get the hint, right? So right now, I usually recommend first always do the higher number. Because right away when I do this, when I know that's 28, I think, okay, is it divisible? Divisible by 4. Remember, is it divisible by 4? Right away I know, okay, it's divisible by 4. So we know it's definitely a multiple. Right away, you know, you can always list 2 multiples right now. 28 could be one, maybe another one, right? But you need to know, is it the least? That's why I recommend listing them out loud and see which one appears first. So that's why I would recommend doing first, finding the larger number, then going to small, and make sure, ask, is it divisible by 4? Before, was it divisible by, well, 8, you can't really predict that much. So hopefully this video helped you finding the least common multiple, and also helping you understand the definition and understand what it really is.